We start with the unending political turmoil in Pakistan. In the latest, former Prime Minister Imran Khan was booked under Anti-Terrorism Act. An FIR has been filed against the PTI leader for threatening a judge and two top officials while addressing a rally in Islamabad on Saturday. The development comes even as Imran Khan addressed a huge rally in Rawalpindi on Sunday, where he slammed the controversial arrest of his aide Shahbaz Gill. Imran claimed custodial torture of the senior PTI leader. Gill was arrested following his remarks made against Pakistan's all-powerful army on a popular Pakistani news channel. The PTI leader said such incidents do not usually happen in an independent country. While questioning the arrest of Gill, Imran Khan argued the top leaders of the ruling alliance, like former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif, have also made similar comments against the army, but no action was taken against them. Now, during the address, whose broadcast on television channels was banned by Pakistan's media watchdog, Imran Khan kept up his attacks on the ruling dispensation, saying the current regime is afraid of elections, and hence the government wants to crush his party by attacking its leaders. In a notice to television channels, the Pakistan Electronic Media Regulatory Authority reportedly said Khan was levelling baseless allegations and spreading hate speech. But Imran Khan remains defiant, calling and recalling an incident from May this year when a PTI rally was cancelled. Imran Khan said he knew the government would attack the people and hence decided to call off the rally. Imran also alleged that the Election Commission's decisions against his party was also pronounced under pressure from the higher authorities. He concluded his address with calls for fresh elections, saying they are the only solution for a stable political system. Our Pakistan Bureau Chief Anas Malik is joining us live from Islamabad for more on this latest development. Anas, good to see you. What does it mean now that Imran Khan has been booked under the Anti-Terrorism Act? Is there a likelihood that he may be arrested? And if he is, what will be the effects of that?
Well, if he's arrested, Eric, that is a big if, because the chances are there, yes, but the chances are bleak at this point of time because the case has been registered. The investigation has to go on. In case if Imran Khan doesn't cooperate, then, or in case if the police has this much of an evidence that he did indeed make that a coercive threat as what they say in the FIR, then there is a higher probability of Imran Khan getting arrested. But at this point of time, as we speak, the chances of that are very, very bleak. Number one. Number two, the government has its own reasons. They have their own insistence on Imran Khan's, to corner Imran Khan in order to put him behind the bars, or at least put him under house arrest, because he's been pulling huge crowds, huge public support with his narrative of what he says this is an imported regime. And that is why the government continues to face troubles, at least in the public, and doesn't enjoy, prima facie doesn't enjoy public support. Now, in case if he's arrested, there are bets all over. Given the current public response that Pakistan has seen, the unprecedented public response that Pakistan has seen, well, there could be widespread protest as well, and well, there is a likelihood that it cannot be. It is more of a gamble at this point of time on either of the sides. In case if there is movement to arrest Imran Khan, what would be its party's reaction? And the government would be very cautious in order before exercising any such move, because it would be weighing in the pros and cons of any such move very, very dully, and they will have to deliberate on that. Eric?
Anas, do we know the status of Shahbaz Gill, and what does it mean for Imran Khan's rally now that the authorities have issued this latest order?
Well, Shahbaz Gill continues to remain under arrest. Tomorrow he's scheduled to be produced before the judiciary, before the magistrate, where a medical report will also be presented. Remember, Imran Khan and his party has alleged that Shahbaz Gill was not just tortured but also sexually abused during his during his arrest. That is what they have maintained. So tomorrow the police will be presenting a report on their findings. That would be something really, really interesting interesting to watch out as to how it pans out. And then going forward, it will be about 2 weeks. We're yet to see the police coming up with something constructive against Shehbaz Gill. So that will also be very, very keenly watched out as to whether the police is able to prove their claim that this statement was a part of the conspiracy, it was well scripted or not. And as what the government says that it was done on the behest of Imran Khan, the onus currently lies on the government and on the authorities. At this point of time, prima facie, they have not been able to produce anything substantive except for these hollow statements. Eric?
All right, our Pakistan Bureau Chief Anas Malik, thank you very much for talking to us today. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.